Hannon's Block is a historic building at the corner of Erie and Monroe in downtown Toledo. But the restaurant, which resides inside and shares the name, is brand new. Chef Chris Callow and Toledo native Mike Stancotti are the brains behind the operation.
So you're local, you're from Toledo, but you met up with Chris when you were in Chicago, correct?
I did, yeah. So I grew up here in Toledo. I spent a lot of my professional career out in Chicago, which is where I met Chris. We worked together at a couple of different restaurants out there. And, we connected early on, and when I knew he was back in the area, he was the first person that I thought of to help me open up this spot, and he's just done a tremendous job, putting everything together and really focusing on what we want to do, which is quality at the core of all of our food. So we like to keep things simple and emphasize quality.
What do you like most about being a chef here at Hannon's Block, and in Toledo in particular?
I like the potential opportunity. This place, this city is really growing exponentially. I've experienced a few fantastic restaurants in the area. When I was down here helping my buddy Bobby Rosenberger do shrimp burger pop-up, as you guys know from 4-1 Nosh fame, that there's a lot of great places, there's a lot of opportunity, there's a lot of growth, construction down here in this area. So I'm really excited to bring something that people can enjoy, a little flavor from things that I've done in my past and whatnot. And the people of Toledo are fantastic. I'm from Ann Arbor, born and raised. Spent some time in Madison, Wisconsin during college, and then made my way to Chicago, which is where I met Mike. And when he gave me a call to come check out the building and to see what he was working on, I was very excited, especially in such a historic building with such a great story.
The Hannon brothers, who opened a textile manufacturing business in this building, which was also one of the first to have electricity in downtown Toledo. So the history in this building is really rich. The architecture of this building is stunning, and that's kind of how we ended up here, and why we felt that this is the perfect place to do a restaurant in downtown Toledo.
Chris, what's the name of this burger again, and what am I eating here?
That's the block burger. So it's the sharp cheddar cheese, Dijonnaise, brioche bun, pickles, and red onion, and our 2 smash patties that are custom blend of beef. It's simple yet decadent and elegant.
This is like your signature thing. It kind of stands out on the menu.
Yes.
The block burger. When you came here, were you like, this is what I need to do with this burger, or did you like play around? Did you try it out? How'd you guys come up with the menu?
Yeah, so the menu really evolved from common ingredients, common things that people like to eat, and trying to do them with simplicity and with quality, and also incorporating a lot of different flavors into what I think is most important in a burger is that it structurally eats well, it tastes good, the patties are seasoned properly, and the bun is very important.
The chef is important.
And the chef is super important in the process. Yeah. And so, this is the best combination of all those things in a burger.
How would you describe the style in here? Because I've already noticed, this table is different from that table, which is different from that one, and the bar, and everything's a little bit different. How do you describe, how you guys came up with this sort of mishmash of tables and chairs?
So, I really wanted the space to feel original. There's a lot of original Toledo history, especially in this building. My main inspiration for this was, to look at all these rolling archways and the brick, and to try to emphasize it with a eclectic feel, and to really make it feel, familiar to people, or less commercial than what some other restaurant build outs are. And it's funny because we always get big inspiration for me getting into cooking was my grandma. I come from a big Italian family, and she influenced me kind of getting into cooking in the first place. And everyone who comes in here is like, oh, my grandma had tables like this, or my parents had tables like this. And so it really does feel like the vibe that we've created here, we wanted it to be welcoming. We're playing vinyl from a record player behind the bar to really bring people in to the experience here.
I love it. It's got that home feel, but then you also have the feeling of being out and enjoying a night and celebrating food. Speaking of celebrating food, I love that I'm just ripping into a piece of bacon here, ripping into this. What am I eating right now?
So that is our house cured and smoked bacon. We cure it in house for a week and then smoke it. And we actually devised a cure that is nitrite free with all natural pomegranate powder, organic pomegranate powder. So it's a little bit healthier of an option, and so we thick slice it, sear it on our flat top, glaze it with maple syrup, and then a little bit of fresh cracked pepper on top of that.
Chris also treated me to king crab toast.
It is real Alaskan king crab. We shell everything in-house.
I feel like I'm on like vacation in Maine or something like that in the Northeast.
Yes.
This is really, really good.
Yes. Very much like a crab roll.
Next up, the dressed avocado.
Again, going with the stank salt seasoning, our lemon basil vinaigrette, shallots, basil, lots of fresh chives as well.
And we wrapped with fresh caught walleye.
We use rice flour for our walleye, so it's a nice, no buttermilk or anything like that. It's a nice light batter and dredge. It's also gluten-free. Go fat side first, and then down so it doesn't splash you. And we got walleye swimming.
The walleye, what we really wanted to do there was we wanted to have a local lake fish that we had on our menu. It's a classic dish. It's something that people really gravitate towards around here.
With our walleye, we've got our house-made tartar sauce. And we also have, for our fries, our house-made garlic aioli. You can hear that good crispy fry shake. That means they're nice and done. And we like to season our fries. A lot of salt. Nobody likes a plain potato. So we've got our walleye. We top that with Maldon sea salt, which is a nice, crispy, flaky salt, and our thin cut chives.
How much fun do you guys have, reuniting here and starting this business? How much fun have you had doing that?
It's been a lot of fun. Honestly, it's been a pleasure being able to work with Chris again and be able to create something, and the connection, being able to reestablish that has been awesome.
Cheers to you guys. Thank you for having me out. It's Hannon's Block. It's downtown Toledo, not far from Fifth Third Field, and it's an amazing place. You saw the food here. There's so much more on the menu as well. Maybe we get back in the kitchen and make the rest of the menu?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Now that we've got the crew here.
Let's go.